On guys, welcome back to another brand new video. I'd like to start this video by stating that I'm not a financial nor an investment advisor. You should not listen to me. I am a fake forex YouTuber. I do not know what I'm saying. I do not know what I'm doing. This is only for educational, not only this is only for entertainment purposes. I'm a great guy, you know. I'm a great Photoshop editor, so I can the proof that you guys are gonna see now, and the proof that you saw in my live stream when I predicted these moves, is how I actually Photoshop. I Photoshop my videos, I Photoshop my markets, I Photoshop my pictures, I Photoshop my results, I Photoshop my demo accounts, I Photoshop my real accounts. So please do not take anything I say seriously, okay? I'm lying all the time. I'm not. Whatever you hear there's not 1% truth in it, okay? I'm lying all the time. But I got you guys with the Photoshop thing. You believe that, right? So that was a lie too. You see how I play with your minds when you're watching my videos? Yeah. So, having said that, some of the pairs that I was looking at in my last live stream, which was like 2 weeks ago, I couldn't do one this weekend because I was having internet issues. But nonetheless, I was keeping you guys updated on my Instagram whenever I could. So let's go ahead and look at some pairs that I was looking at and what happened with the moves that I had predicted. Okay. So the first pair I want to start with is CAD-JPY. So CAD-JPY, where are you? You must be here somewhere, right? Why can't there you go. So CAD-JPY. When the last time I looked at CAD-JPY, it was on June 25th, 2020. Right here. It says right here, June 25th, which was 6-7 days ago, almost a week. Okay. So the market was creating these equal lows, right? Now, these equal lows mean that a lot of people are buying here. They see this support, and they see this lower low, and then they see this higher low, and then market is failing to break beneath this higher low. So many people are gonna be having the idea that the market, since it's created a higher low and is failing to break beneath that, is gonna continue upwards, which is right. They're not wrong, okay? But the problem is many people are gonna be entering over here. Many people are gonna be entering over here. Many people are gonna be entering over here. And every time they go into profit, they think that their trade is really capable of going for more, or has a potential for going for more, right? Again, they're not wrong. I'm not saying they're wrong, but learning all this process and knowing the concepts that I've been talking about in my past videos, I'm gonna be looking at an entry over here, and you guys can see I have my entry over here. I have my entry pointed out over here, and let's go to the charts and see what happened. So as you guys can see, the market was making these equal lows right here on CAD-JPY. Okay, so market was making these equal lows. Market was making these equal lows, and then my entry was right here, right on this last candle before this push and momentum to the upwards, or to the upside came, right? So I was looking at this was my area of focus, and the market came down to this area where I was looking for entries, and we went into a drawdown for about 17.5 pips. Okay, this had a stop loss of about 26 pips. So once I started seeing these rejections, these wicks, is when I decided to enter, right? So I had entered somewhere around here. I had entered somewhere around here after this candle, this bullish candle, after these rejections closed. So when I saw that, I entered right away. My take profit was right about here, equal highs, and the market went for 98. Market went for a lot more. Market went for like 150 pips if your entry was here, you know, where I initially was looking at. So if you see, market went for 140 plus pips, right? But my take profit was around here, because if the market was to come up and grab all of this money and reverse, I would still have made a very good profit. Now, I didn't really go that big on this trade because something similar happened to me on GBP CHF, so I didn't really want to risk it. As you guys can see, GBP CHF, I was looking at the same thing, right? Was it GBP CHF? I don't know. I think so. So we had these equal highs, we had equal lows. I was looking for the market to come below somewhere. I had marked my area of interest over here, I think, and I was predicting, I was hoping that the market would reverse from there. That really didn't happen. Our stop loss got hit. I think it was over here somewhere, 25th. No, it was here, yeah, in this area. So I didn't really want to risk it on CAD JPY either. So I went really not that big on this trade. Now, why was I looking at this area? Why was this my area of interest, right? So as you guys can see, we created equal lows here again as well, right? So market has to, if the market is indeed going to come back low, it has to go up, grab all of this, and then come down low, right? So this is what I was looking at. Long term, we are in a downtrend unless the market breaks above this structure, which it failed to do. So you guys can see it is coming back down. So unless it breaks out of this channel right here, we're still in a downtrend, right? So technically we are going to be looking for sells. This was a really good entry for a sell because it grabbed all of this money that was sitting above here. So it has to come and grab all of this too. But right before it could do that, it left this clue over here before going up, and then never breaking below this, creating higher lows, indicating that it is going to go up for a little bit, right? So every time you can catch a move like this, 100 pips, 70, 80 pips, it is a really good setup. Same thing on gold. So I talked about this on my Instagram as well. Gold was in an uptrend, a really huge uptrend since a very long time. You guys can see starting here. Excuse me. So we started here, we were in an uptrend, and gold cleared out a lot of money, took a lot of money before coming down over here. We saw this move, the end of an uptrend or the end of an impulse wave or an impulse move, and then it came down. Before it came down, it was creating equal highs and equal lows. So there were pockets of money being created here, pockets of money being created here. So the way I was looking at the market was that it is going to come down, grab this, going to come up, grab all of this, and then continue lower. This is how I had predicted that gold was going to act like. But, and also looking at the fact that gold was unable to break above these higher highs. So I was in a profit for about, I entered here after seeing these multiple rejections. I entered here exactly on this resistance, and I was in a profit for more than 100 pips. On my broker, it was more than 90 pips because of the difference in spreads. But nonetheless, I was in a huge profit. 100 pips is not a small amount of pips. But unfortunately, I didn't close half of my trade. I didn't move my stop loss to break even. I didn't do any of that because I was so confident in my prediction that the market was going to go lower. But it didn't do that. It was the end of the month. News came out. USD fell, and everything that was trading against the USD went up. And so exactly, gold went up, grabbed all of this, and then boom, it fell down. And it fell by quite a lot, actually. Yeah, 300 pips almost. So it is unfortunate that I let greed take over my emotions sometimes, which is not really a good thing. But I was in profit, and I should have learned from my past mistakes. I should have closed out at least half of my trade, but I didn't do that. But it was a great setup. We could also see divergence over here. You could see market was making actually we could see on 4 hour time frame better. So as you can see, market was creating equal highs, but over here market was creating lower highs. Even over here market was creating equal highs. Over here market was creating lower highs, and then market was creating higher highs here. Sorry, equal highs here, even though it was creating lower highs. So there was divergence as well, but you know, this happens all the time. So nothing, a really good setup that was lost. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, not gonna lie. But moving on, USD JPY. So USD JPY was again in a major downtrend, looking only for sells. Now looking for a reversal here, but USD JPY grabbed all this money and then boom. First it grabbed this money with this move, then came down. So I like to call this the 1 2 3 move. 1 2 3. This is what I have predicted on gold as well. But it grabbed this money on top, came down, grabbed this money, and then this reaction came out of USD JPY. So USD JPY, I have predicted this move. Let me go ahead and pull it up. USD JPY, where are you, brother man guy? There you are. So market was creating this, market had created this lower high, and there was also a confirmation on OBV. Market had created a higher high on OBV. In reality, on the market, in the on the charts, it's creating a lower high, but on the OBV, it's creating higher high. So I had another confirmation that the trade was going to go down, trend was going to continue lower. We had divergence. So market was creating this, market created this, came to my area of focus, triggered my entry, went into profit for about 30 pips, right? And I had moved, luckily I had moved the stop loss to break even on this trade before going to sleep. It was around 7 a.m. in the morning for my time. I went to sleep, woke up, trade had closed at break even. I didn't close half my positions. I was predicting, I was hoping that the market, not hoping, I had predicted or pictured that the market was going to come down, clear these equal lows before continuing higher. But the market left all this money here for the time being, and it continued higher. I was just looking for a small reversal of about 50 pips, not a big setup or anything like that, but got closed out, not really a big deal. I was still in profit on this trade as well. Now US 30 is what I want to talk about, because this is where all the trolls and haters on my channel, they don't have nothing to complain about, right? They're like, maybe this guy is, you know, he's not lying, and he's predicting, and he's doing live analysis and all this, right? But this is where everything gets interesting, because US 30, where had I predicted this? Was it this? This is your NZD-JPY. So US 30, oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so if I go to my YouTube channel and my last live stream, which was 1 week ago, there you go. US 30 at about 27 minutes, 28 minutes. You can see I was going through US 30, right? And I have predicted that the market was going to grab, since the market had grabbed these equal highs before the down move, it will come up one last time to mitigate out of this. The last time the institutions bought to sell, they have to come out and close their trade and break even, so they will continue. So I have predicted that it was going to grab this, reverse from here, gonna come up, grab this money, mitigate out of their last up position before coming down here and then continuing up. So this was my area of focus. You guys can see, let me actually turn the quality up on this one. There you guys can see my levels marked, everything. Okay, now we go back to the charts. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, right here. So the market came up to this position where they had to mitigate out of their last up position. Market went for, I took my profit at 750 pips. Okay, and this was gonna be my best trade ever, because the market came down 1,500 pips. So the haters that I have on my channel are the people who are going to be doubting, and they're going to be like, oh, this is a fake guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He learned all of this in some academy, and he was not a good learner. He was not a good student, so he left, and he didn't really know what he's doing with his life, so he came to YouTube. He's making these YouTube videos, and he doesn't really know what he's talking about. You're right. Keep believing that. Okay? Keep believing that while I'm predicting all of this. Now, this is on US 30. So the market came down to my area of, so I had one entry over here, but in one of my videos I said that whenever there's a big move or a big wick, I enter at the 50%. But this is the problem with being too precise or too accurate. Sometimes I am too accurate and this happens. Look at this. Look at this. The market came so close, about 20 pips from my point of entry, and reversed. It didn't trigger my entry, and it went for 940, right? It went for 1,000 plus pips, right? And I have this as a proof right here. So you guys can see the move had not happened yet. I have another proof here somewhere, right here. So you guys can see when it was reversing, it reversed 20 pips away from my entry. 20 pips away, right here. If you call if you call me a liar, it's fine, you know. But look at this. I have predicted where the market would come, and unfortunately, my order didn't get filled in, and I couldn't take. Oh my God! Did I just open Discord? Please close. Okay, so couldn't really enter this trade, but my analysis was right, and not only that, I had predicted that US 30 was gonna come up, grab this money, and reverse, right? So I was looking at this. Now, how do I have a proof of this before all of this happened? Right? Right here. US 30 sell. Right here. So I knew that the market was gonna come up, grab all of this. What do we have here? So if you guys watch my live stream, you guys know what this is. Market came to that, and how many pips did it go for? I took this trade, by the way. So as you guys can see, market came here and went into profit for about 420 pips. I got out of this at around 200 pips. So I got out around here. And I didn't close half my position and move my stop loss into at break even. No, I completely closed my trade with 200 pips, and that's it. Still a very profitable trade, but I just want to show you guys as I go along with all of you that let's move on to the next pair, right? I want these pairs to talk for themselves. Okay, so I have actually, let me close this. I had a picture of Euro USD and the DJPY we'll go through later. Not this. I had a picture of Euro USD predicting. Yeah, right here. Perfect. So I was looking at Euro USD, right? And let's see where it was. So it was around 1.12204, right? So 1.12204, it was around here somewhere. Let me just go ahead and put in the coordinates. 1.2204. Click on OK. So right here. And what I was looking at that time was that Euro USD was creating 1 second. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Your USD was creating equal lows right about here. Yeah, right here. Right here. I was looking at. Let me just make sure before I equal highs. We had this move before the down move. Okay, this was, when was this? I'm sorry guys. This was on 17th of June. Perfect. Okay. So 17th, I was actually here. Yeah, 17th. Yeah, right here. Sorry. So 17th of June, which is almost half, not almost, it is almost, yeah, half a month away, right? So I was looking at 1.12204, right? So we were here. I was actually here, right here. So I had predicted that the market was gonna come up for a little bit, come down, grab these equal lows, and then go up, right? And then go up, grab these equal lows, and then fall down. This was my prediction on Euro USD. What happened was Euro USD, instead of coming up, fell down for a little bit, grabbed all these equal lows, right? These equal lows as well, grabbed all of this money, and went up, didn't really come all the way up here because it created head and shoulders pattern, and then it fell, and it started going sideways, right? So very close to what I had predicted. Very close, but I didn't really take a trade on Euro USD. However, I did take a trade, but that's for another video using my moving average scalping method. But this is for another video. Let me just go ahead and close. Right now, we're just going to keep talking about the... I took a trade on this one as well, but using the scalping method. This was yesterday. Really good trade. I closed out on 30 pips, 35 pips, I think. Yeah, but the market went for 70 plus. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, Euro GBP, another good example. Market was creating equal lows, equal highs, and it came here to this area. I like to call this the money box. Came to the money box and boom, just reversed. Look at that. But I didn't really take this trade. This is just an example to show you guys. I have a lot more examples. Same concept, guys. Equal highs being created. I didn't take this trade. This is just an example. Equal highs, equal lows. Market comes up, grabs the equal highs first because it has to continue lower. And where does it come to, and where does it reverse from? It comes to the money box, and this reverses, and boom, more than 200 pips. Really good trade, really good example. I didn't really take this. These are just examples, by the way, now that I'm going through all of this. So NZDJPY, I want to show you guys a prediction I had made on this as well. NZDJPY right here. So NZDJPY, the market was falling from here, right? And let me show you guys exactly where I have predicted. This is the Euro USD. This one is the NZDJPY. Yeah, so I was looking at equal highs, equal lows. I have predicted that the market is going to come grab the equal lows, equal highs first, and then reverse, right? So right here, this is what I have predicted, and this is what I have predicted. But the market, let me just go ahead and change the color of this. The market came down, grabbed the equal lows first, came up, and then reversed, right? But nonetheless, really good prediction. Same setup, equal highs, equal lows. But since there was more money sitting on the bottom, it had to clear the bottom first and then come for the lesser amount of pockets of money, right? So the more pocket of money was here, a lot of orders. People were buying for support because we already had a support here. And so it cleared this first and then came and then went into profit. So this was an example as well. I didn't take this trade, just prediction, because I cannot open multiple trades on my account at once because I trade only on one account. Maybe if I have multiple accounts someday, you know, I have like thousands of dollars in each, maybe then I can do this type of stuff. But right now I'm really bound to one trading account only. So I have to be really picky and really choosy with, you know, with my trades. USD CAD, same concept. We were making equal highs, equal lows. And if the market was to continue higher, it had to come grab these lows first, coming to the money box before continuing higher. This is on USD CAD. I think I took a loss on USD CAD, right? Where was it? USD CAD was somewhere here, right here. Yeah, so I predicted that the market was going to grab these equal highs and then continue lower, which it didn't. It didn't. It grabbed the equal highs here. It came down, yes, but it didn't really continue all the way. So I think I went over this trade. It was a really good profit of about 100 pips. Yeah. So this was a great trade. I could have taken it to the upside, but I didn't really, like I said, I'm really bound to one trading account, so I can't be everywhere. Euro NZD. Euro NZD didn't really go according to my prediction. It's right here. So I had predicted that the market was going to continue higher, come up, grab these equal highs, and then continue lower. But now that I'm looking at the market, it's creating more money over here at the bottom. So I think Euro NZD is going to drop, grab all this money at the bottom first, and then it's going to continue higher and come up and grab all this money. Okay, so that's what I'm predicting. If the market goes higher from here and grabs all this money first, then it's for sure coming down, grabbing all this money. So this is my prediction on Euro NZD. Let's see how this one ages, how this one plays out. USD CHF, I had predicted the same thing. Market was creating equal highs. I predicted the market would come up, grab these equal highs on this move, but it didn't really come up and grab. It did come up and grab these equal highs, but then it fell. And I think it's going to continue lower, grab, come to this area, last momentum, push and momentum downwards before the up move, and then it's going to come and grab all of this. So that may be a reversal as well, you know, a change in trend. So GBP USD, GBP JPY, these were examples for the scalping method, so not going to go through them in this video. That's all, guys. That's what I have. My voice is gone, my throat is dead, but it was worth it. I hope you guys are learning these concepts, these genius money concepts, right? And how they play with the markets and how you can predict these moves just like me, okay? And you can, or you can just Photoshop them like me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't lie to you guys. I Photoshop them. I'm Photoshopping this whole trading platform right now as we speak. Let me change this color. Okay, so I'm Photoshopping everything. I'm Photoshopping my recordings, my predictions and everything, right? So if you want to learn how to Photoshop, you should watch my videos. And you can pick up the clues, and hopefully you can do this by yourself, right? So if you have any questions regarding Photoshop, please go ahead and comment in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.